All right. So blessings and welcome everybody to the Legacy Ascending Funding Call. Um, Here at Legacy Ascending, we're about creative finance, corporate leverage, and creating generational wealth um, through various vehicles, funding, real estate, and team building. So, when you get your funding, you can get up to $100,000 here. You can put it into various things that can ultimately become passive income, like real estate, business marketing. We have an Amazon store, that we've talked about as far as being able to have it done for you, trading, uh, you know, vending machines, Turo, there's a whole lot of options. So I want you to think about that. Think about that right now. If $100,000 was deposited into your business bank account, what would you do with it? You woke up tomorrow and there was $100,000 in your business bank account. What would you do with it? And go and just put some of your options in the chat. See, a lot of times it's not having enough money. It's just about having a plan for the money, right? So if you had $100,000 deposited into your account, what would you do? Would you get Turo cars? Would you, run some ads on social media? What would you do? Put it in the chat. Have some real estate wholesale deals. Okay. All right. So we've talked about on these calls, various aspects that you can, use to utilize the funding. And you can check our YouTube channel for those different vehicles. Like I said, from the Turo, the mining, the vending machines, the e-commerce stores. You can check all that on our YouTube. Tonight, we're gonna dive deep into what if you have the score, right? Or maybe the score is almost there to get the funding, because to be able to get the funding here, you need to have a FICO score of 685 or better in order to get up to the $100,000. Okay. But sometimes you might be just a hair short of that. Or maybe you have a good credit score, but your history is brand new. We've had some people, get turned away because their accounts were too new, right? Or maybe you're not doing business with enough major corporations, like you're not dealing with the major banks, you're on, more so like the credit union side. Or maybe you have to do like a couple of little pay downs, or you're not having the usage that you need. Because you can have a good credit score and have these situations, the young history, the not main lines of credit, and that will hinder you from being able to get the capital you need, meaning the amount, or overall you'll be getting it denied. So we actually have an opportunity to be able to actually control and tailor what that profile looks by being able to add trade lines. So to kind of figure out what a trade line you would need, and a trade line is just basically establishing adding a already good credit onto your credit temporarily so that you can do what you need to do. And that's as easy as being able to take your average total of credit, your credit card history, and double it. So if you have a year, you're going to need a trade line that's at least 2 years old, right? If you have a 2-year company, you're going to need a trade line that's at least 4 years old. Hope that makes sense. So, same thing as far as the amount of credit that you have available to you when it comes to figuring out how you can utilize a trade line to help you. Whatever that amount is that you have available, you double it, and that's the kind of trade line that you need. Same difference. So being able to add a trade line to your credit report is going to be able to be the difference between you getting 20,000 in credit and you getting 60,000 in credit, because you're going to be able to add a good profile already on there. So they're not guaranteed, but they're actually should be utilized when you are ready to use them. So in real time. So these trade lines that we have available, they actually report to all three of the major bureaus. And how I was saying about the age and being able to, calculate the age of the company that you would need, you're able to get a 6 to 15-year credit history added onto your profile. And that looks very attractive to the lenders, right? It also doesn't take a long time for it to be able to start reporting and show up on your reports. It only takes about 14 days, right? And you can choose from the actual different banks. So like you can actually cultivate it to how you need. We've had, like I said, we've had some people come through and they've gotten denied because they're just dealing with like credit unions, or what we call not mainline banks. So you can come in here and actually pick the one at a very affordable price to be able to get to the FICO score that you need to be able to get the funding that you really want. And these are guaranteed to report or you get your money back. So that's like pretty dope. And I mean, these can shoot your report up anywhere. I mean, your score up anywhere from 25 to 100 points, give or take. So that can be like the ultimate difference for a lot of people, make a big difference for a lot of people. So 1 for yes, 2 for no. Does anybody have any questions at this point? 1 for yes, 2 for no. All right. Okay. I'm gonna go in the order that I've seen. I'm not sure how to say your name. I don't want to butcher it. Serenity?
Shreddy Purvis?
Yes.
Yeah, I just was asking, like I got 4 trade lines, but I don't know how good they are. I think I got a nav, I got a fuel card, I got JJ Gold, and I got another one I got. So I don't know if do I need more? Do I need to go to level tier 2 now?
Yeah, so like in that sense, like from what you're saying, like those aren't really like main lines, like how I was explaining. So
Okay.
you would like want to get like a major bank on there, like Wells Fargo, Chase, or somebody. Because like I said, we've actually had people come through, and that's the great thing about our process. If you are denied, we actually know what to do. We know what's gonna go on. We have some insight into the situation, which is great. And I say that to say, just not having that mainline account can make a major impact on the decision of these lenders.
But I wanted to use, that was the thing. I didn't want to use my social. I wanted to use my EIN. So with those banks, I would have to use my personal.
Yeah, so on our level 1, yes, that's how it works. It's gone off your social. So the reason that it's gone off your social, this is a personal guarantee, is because you don't have to have a minimum time in business and you don't have to have financials. When you go the traditional route, like when you get to level 2, you have to have those financials deposited into your business account to be able to qualify for those higher amounts. They'll ask you to see those things
Right.
when it comes to that funding. So that's the trade-off.
Okay.
They're using your personal strength to basically guarantee your business. So it's more so for like the new entrepreneur and business owner, that's just getting started, because they wouldn't have those financials or that track record yet to satisfy the bank's requirements.
I got you. And that FICO score to qualify for that, what should your FICO score be? I heard you say it. I don't remember what you said though.
So it should be 685 or better.
Okay, 685. Okay. And which which account, like I got Experian, I got, what else do I have? Credit Sesame, and I have Credit Karma. Now, which one because they all got different FICO scores. So how do you know which FICO score is the FICO score?
So actually, and we'll jump a little ahead, but that's okay. Just so I can answer your question. So I actually use a site called 3scoresnow.com.
Okay.
And we use the FICO scores that they give you. So they give the average of all three bureaus. And that's what we use. We use the PDF report from here.
Okay. 3squares.now. Okay. Thank you.
3scores now. Mm-hmm.
3scoresnow. Okay.
Raheem?
Hey, how you doing? I was under the impression that you guys, I'm actually new to the to wholesaling business, and I actually have funding. Like I'm pre-approved for like 600,000 in funding, but I was under the impression that you guys also offer wholesale seller deals, like or cash buyer deals. Am I wrong in that, or is it, or do you guys just offer ways to get funded in trade lines?
No, we do have off-market real estate that you can get access to. We actually, in our inventory, just actually had the Hard Rock Cafe in Vegas. So no, we do have real estate as well, and that's why I said we're creative finance company through funding, real estate, and team building. So Legacy Ascending is not just a funding company, it's not just a real estate company, it's not just trade lines, it's being able to help people create generational wealth through multiple vehicles. So we're trying to, build a umbrella of how to get that done.
Okay, because I was looking very specifically for either pre-foreclosures, pre-list or post-list foreclosures, and I got a list of cash
So how
buyers.
it work is the person that invited you to the call. You'll have to do your proof of funds, and we'll have you sign an NDA, and then you'll be able to get access to the inventory.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Most welcome. Are there any other questions before we continue? All right. So yes, as I was saying, at Legacy Ascending, it's about creative finance and being able to do that through funding, real estate, and team building. And so the funding is definitely the level one. A lot of times, businesses aren't successful just because of lack of capital. And you need a pretty decent amount of capital to start passive income. If you don't find a way to make money in your sleep, you're gonna work till you die. Real estate is tried, tested, and true. It's always going to be here. There's more people being born than there's money being printed, and there's always going to be a need to have a place to stay. So that's like a no-brainer when it comes to being able to have passive income opportunities. And then as far as the team building side, is if it's being able to offer you a chance to create a passive income, build a team, and be able to help other people to pursue their dreams as well and earn from being able to do so. So let me come actually down here as far as that is concerned. So on the team building side, we do have the pay structure set up in a multi-level pay structure for the real estate, which is pretty neat. So if you bring in other people in that want to get access to the off-market real estate, you'll be able to get paid 5 levels deep off that volume that's coming in just from being able to share the access to our inventory. So I think that's pretty neat. Anybody that you help to be able to get funding or the Shopify stores, all that is 1% for the initial off the business being done. So that's also pretty good because you're just being able to earn from helping people be able to achieve their dreams and start being able to create generational wealth through multiple vehicles. And so, like I said, we've talked about multiple vehicles on previous calls. Today's focus was definitely being able to leverage the trade lines to get more or to be able to actually qualify in general. But it doesn't matter, what we put it to. You got to be what you want to do. And that's the biggest thing, is that we never want anybody to come here without a plan. And that's one of the things that I love about being here at Legacy Ascending, is because we're able to talk and communicate about what we would do, how we would do it. It's just not more than, funding and go. Whereas we're actually, talking in the chat and being able to talk about different things that we learned and that we would do. So it's really easy, because this is our funding call. On Saturdays, we do have our real estate call, is our real estate training every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But if you want to qualify for the funding, it's as easy as being able to have $1, because the 3scoresnow.com costs $1, and you just cancel it in 7 days. You need a FICO score of 685 or better. And I explained that because traditionally you have to have a minimum amount of time in business as well as financials, and you can't borrow more than you earn in that sense. So let's talk about that. You can't borrow more than you earn in that sense. And you also need to have a EIN and a business bank account, because this is business funding. This is not a personal loan. This is a business funding. It's going off of your personal credit worthiness, but it's for your business. And that's why I asked you guys in the beginning, if your business received $100,000 deposit, what would you do with it? Because yes, this is to be able to help business owners have a fighting chance to be able to, again, partake in a lot of passive income streams. You're not going to need those financials here. You don't need any income verification, and you're going to have 0% for 12 months or more. So that's pretty neat. And you actually have a 60-day grace period before you even have to start making your payments. So if you have those things, and you don't want to have any more than 3 late payments on your report, you don't want to have any charge-offs, bankruptcies, anything like that. Decent credit score, and then have some of those blemishes on there. So you don't want that. You want to have corporate clean credit. But to apply, all you're going to do is go to 3scoresnow.com. You're going to pay that $1. That's where that $1 goes. You're going to get your FICO report, and you're going to download that in a PDF format, not the HTML. PDF format is going to be important. And you're going to email that to funding@legacyascending.com. And it's, again, that's funding@legacyascending.com. And we usually will have an answer in 3 days, but it's actually a lot sooner than 3 days. So in the body of that email, you're going to want to include your name, phone number, address, and last 4 of your social. Again, that's your name, phone number, address, last 4 of your social in the body of the email, as well as the name of the person that shared Legacy Ascending with you. So I'm gonna go back over that. If you have the FICO score of 685 or better, you're going to send, you're gonna pay the $1 to 3scoresnow.com, download your PDF report, and email that to funding@legacyascending.com. And that's funding@legacyascending.com. Inside the body of the email, you're going to include your name, address, phone number, last 4 of social, and the name of the person who shared Legacy Ascending with you. And from there, we're going to be able to have an answer for you in 3 days or less. And yes, it literally is that simple. From there, we'll schedule a time for you to meet with the lender. The overall process can take as little as 10 days from start to finish. So does that sound pretty exciting, to have up to $100,000 in your bank account in 10 days or less? Put a 1 in the chat. Y'all don't like money? That's not exciting? Y'all can hear me, right? Okay, I'm just saying. I could do a whole lot of things with 100,000. Y'all don't even know. Actually co-writing a book of what to do with 100K right now. I'm just saying. We gotta have a plan. We gotta have a plan. So I'm gonna ask that question again before we close out of here. If $100,000 was deposited into your bank account, what would you do with it? How would you strategically position those funds to create passive income? Would you get a fleet of Turo cars? Would you get some vending machines? Would you get a miner? Would you sublease an Airbnb? Would you go to flipping mobile homes? Oh yeah, we ain't even gotten to that yet. Each I'm talking too much. Would you passively start a trucking company? Would you invest in some dividend stocks? Would you fill up your DeFi account? Oh, definitely. Yeah, I'm telling you. Before it's all said and done, I'm gonna have 10 of them Shopify stores. Just compound them up. Let one store pay for the next store, pay for the next store, and pay for the next store. And that's a great way when you're going into the phase 2 funding to build those transactions that you need to have coming into your account too. So, does anybody have any questions? Yep.
I can ask one more question.
Yep.
All right. So my proof of funds, right? And I don't know if you'll be able to answer this or not. My proof of funds are coming from a company. I don't want to name the company because I don't want to, this is Legacy Ascendant's call. But my proof of funds is coming from a company. What they provide me with is proof of funds letters if I want to make an offer on a property, or they provide me with a proof of funds certificate. Speaking with the person that invited me to this call, they said that they need like a bank statement for the proof of funds. I don't have access to that bank account, but the company has informed me that if the seller needs that bank account statement, if they call the company, they will send them that. Is there a way that I could make that happen?
To make them call, to have them called by us?
Have the company that's provided my funds. Is there a way that Legacy Ascendant can call them to get the bank statement proof of funds?
Yes.
There is. Okay.
Yes.
How do I make that happen?
Are you in the Discord?
No, I'm not in the Discord. No, ma'am.
Okay, so get the person that invited you to the call to give you the link to the funding Discord, and you'll tag. No, the real estate Discord. Yeah, you'll be able to tag Mark in there. So
Okay,
yeah, we'll be able to connect you from in there.
All right, that's what's up. Thank you. I appreciate it. And your name's Dazzle?
Yes.
Okay, appreciate you, Dazzle. Thank you.
Most welcome.
All right now.
Any other questions? Who's excited to be able to invest in their business and invest in some passive income streams? Let me get a 3 for yes or a 4 for no. I'm excited too. I'm excited for you guys. Nobody deserves to be working until they're die. No, that's not how you get wealthy. The wealthy employ their dollars. That's what it's about. How many ways and how many places can you send your money to go make you some more money? Using your money as nets and magnets. I'm trying to tell you, I've never seen this easy. Like, as a business owner, I've really been through a lot as far as on the funding side. They wanted everything except for my firstborn. And you don't have to do no financials. You don't have to have those qualifications, because a lot of times if you're not clearing at least $250,000, they don't want to talk to you. No way. And if you're just starting out, you're not going to have that. You're still figuring it out. That's just being real. You got to last 7 years before you really going to make it, before they know you're going to make it. So if you're just beginning, you're going to need that launch pad. So I'm excited for you guys, because I know you're going to be able to scale your businesses and scale your passive income and leveraging what we have here. So if there are no other questions, like I said, Saturday is the real estate call. Make sure whoever invited you to the call, you get access to the Discord, because that's where that link will be dropped, is into the Discord. If you want to be able to catch the replays of any of these calls, you're going to want to go to the Legacy Ascending YouTube. You're going to want to go to the Legacy Ascending YouTube channel, and then you'll be able to actually find the breakdown of the actual partnerships that we have here, as far as like the e-commerce, being able to get the Shopify stores and different things like that, as far as, and also some other solutions. If your FICO may not be up to par, we have a great video about being able to leverage somebody else's FICO, as far, as long as you have a multi-member LLC. So with that being said, we'll see you guys next Thursday. Bring a friend that this could definitely help. Anybody who could utilize $100,000 in their business, bring them to this call next Thursday. Blessings, good fortune, and may the profits forever be in your favor.
Thank you, Devin.